Welcome back, guys, to another video, and today's video we're going to be doing a review of the Bauer Brushless Oscillating Tool. So this guy is the 21101C-B, and we're going to be using this with a 5 amp hour battery. So if you haven't seen my previous video, I made a video about changing out the grating that I use for my rat enclosures that's behind, rat and mice enclosures that's behind us right here. But the mice need a little bit smaller frame one that's a little bit smaller than the 1x1 hardware cloth that I'm using here. So I had my electric one that I used before, but then I got my battery powered one right here. So I figured I'll go ahead and do a review for you guys to see just how good this oscillating tool is, and if you want to pick one up for yourself. I really feel like a lot of times with oscillating tools that you want to look at the ease of use. So on my old oscillating tool over here, I'll pull it out for you. This is one of the older ones. This is the Chicago Electric one, the brand that they used to have. They actually don't carry this anymore. They only carry it in a Warrior brand now, but it has been a really good oscillating tool, and I still use it to this day. Still works great. But this one has a nut on the end that you got to take off and on to change out the different blades, so that can be a little bit of a hassle. Once you put a blade on, you're really not taking it back off or anything. But if you need to adjust it and move it around, because they are adjustable, you can make them 90 degrees, 45, or whatever degree, you can do that. But on this oscillating tool, one cool little feature that you will notice is this little strap here. You can lift this up, push it forward, boom. Tool comes out, you slide it back in, you can feel the notches, lock it in, and now we're using it at a 90 or whatever you want to do. So we'll put it back straight, boom. So I do enjoy that feature about it. Another thing is, got a little light here on the end, comes off and on. I really like that feature as well. And it's also adjustable speed right here with your thumb dial while you have your finger right here on the trigger, so it's not too far of a reach to get over there to it. I will say, using this thing for long periods of time, it can get a little heavy because you got this big heavy battery on the end, and it's a pretty hefty tool with probably, I'd say, around maybe 4 or 5 pounds altogether. But awesome tool nonetheless, and I've been using it for a couple weeks now. I think I've showed it off in a couple projects, but I haven't do an actual review on it until now. But today we're going to be using the, let's see if we can get it in here on frame for you guys. There we go. The Hercules for soft metal, drywall, wood, plastic, bimetal blade, titanium tooth. I do prefer the titanium tooth, or I try to get the carbide ones, but Harbor Freight never has the carbide blades available for the oscillating tools. But the titanium tooth ones were just as good, and I think these would be the better ones to get. A lot of the stuff at Harbor Freight, like, don't get me wrong, the Bauer tools are great, but a lot of the accessories and things I buy in the Hercules brand because they have a little bit better quality and they last a little bit longer. The Bauer one I had didn't even last through that one little stint that I did for the last video, so I had to buy a whole new one. So this one is actually, I've used it on some wood the other day, and it looks the same as when I bought it. So I'm gonna keep on rolling and going with this, and we'll test it out to see how it works on some metal compared to wood this time. So I'll show you a real good up close of the blade beforehand. You can kind of see all the teeth in it real good. And we'll check it out and see what it looks like afterwards. So All right, guys, so getting down in here on it, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee here. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to, I got you guys as good in here as I can get. Can't get too much low with my camera here. But that's one, and many more to go. So firsthand, you guys got to see the Bauer brushless oscillating tool in action with the titanium 2 Hercules blade on it. This is a pretty awesome oscillating tool in my opinion. I threw in some other clips too of, you know, me using it as well with some other videos, but highly recommend it compared to my Chicago Electric, which is still a good one, but like I said, they just don't sell that anymore, Harbor Freight. But definitely pick you up one for the price because it's definitely worth it. So thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next one.